Okay, should be live, but I'm still starting up. Usually getting live takes a lot more time. So I figured I just start it up and, well, this is the wrong one. I don't need this one. I need this one. I need a video editor later on. There we go. It's May. Technically, I could use my Mermaid VTuber, but you know, that one is still kind of broken, not fixed. So let's not do that. Okay, so the VTuber is up. Okay, let's post it on the socials. Well, Facebook is the first on my list. And switching. I'm still quite tired from AnimeCon and cleaning up, and I will tell you about AnimeCon later on. I will give you an update about Vados. But first, Pulse. That's Blue Sky. That's Kara. That's reposting the amazing cosplays. Let's see. Exeter. Did I already post on Mastodon? Or did I accidentally close that one? And I also accidentally closed Instagram. Open it. Last week it was pretty hot up here. Now it's a nice temperature. Well, outside it's quite cold already. Again. And that should be the final social. Have a clear ID for any comic yet, so I'm just gonna start it. Not record just yet. Let's see. First, we're having some news about Varos. Mainly, there is no new news. He's still here. He's still doing the best he can. Yeah, same. Actually, no change. Not for worse, not for better. So, yay, I guess. Still very happy he's here. I know I don't sound very enthusiastic at the moment, but like I said, very tired. Still tired from AnimeCon. 887 already. Okay, I need to think about the pun. Meanwhile, I'll tell you about AnimeCon. For those who weren't there, because some people in chat have been there, not everyone has been, and also for the people who watch this later on. AnimeCon went great. There was another big convention at the same time, and we did notice the effect of it was a lot calmer. But at the same time, yeah, if I'm just being honest, I made more than last year. It wasn't much more, but I made more than last year. I sold 3 books. So here's hoping that they like it enough to buy the second part. Well, I participated in the art competition. There was no report or list, so I don't know where I ended. But when I saw the other entries, and I was like, that's one gonna win, and that one won indeed. It was a beautiful, beautiful watercolors. I was there when she handed over her original, and I was like, yeah, this one's beautiful, amazing. What else? Yeah, not much bad happened, and anything bad that happened was resolved quickly. So not much of an issue. I did notice that my shoulder was in a cold spot. So as a result, my shoulder was very stiff in the evening. So I was forced to wear a jacket the next day, despite it still being warm. But luckily, it was a lot less hot than the Friday. Friday, it was quite warm. Saturday, it was a lot less warm. And Sunday, even more. Yeah. Made some art. Finished all my gift art for the rest of the year. Hence why I can't show it yet, because, it's gift art. And it would be weird if I would show it way before birthdays, art exchanges. So that's why I'm not showing it yet. And maybe I will show it later on when all gifts have been given. Then I can do like a show and tell of my my art. Did start a new drawing pad. The paper is nice. My eraser is not. Yeah, that's pretty much all the news. Did a little bit of editing of book 6 last week. Wanted to do some editing yesterday, but I ended up spending time cleaning up and a little bit of crafting from AnimeCon. From the 2 keycaps I made, 1 sold. So that's nice. I'm gonna make more keycaps. All my hand decorated swords were sold. Quite early, by the way. So that's something I need to make as well for Fantasy Fest. And I signed up for a new Fantasy Fest-like event, same organization. But this time in Amsterdam. Fantasy Expo in January. So might be a bit too far away from my usual crew. So yeah, that was pretty much it, and I'm still super tired, so not sure how far I'm gonna go with art. First we have to finish the punchline. I guess we're going to go for this. Let's send it to the people who are not in chat. And now we need first we need to put away my drinks. I've got quite a big bottle along. My very hefty, awesome keyboard to the side. I have my list open, which macro key means what? Is this an important message? Not. Pressing record, start recording. And things once again changed at work, so need to get back into the flow once again. I will get there, but hopefully things will remain like this for quite a while. Because it is quite tiring to have new schedules, new procedures, every 3 months or so. That's a bit exaggerated, but you know what I mean. And a couple of weeks ago, I was in the museum in Leiden, and they already asked me back to be teaching a school. I'm also a bit overloaded, I think, because I really like the silence. I also like the song The Sound of Silence, by the way. I like the version of Disturbed best. So, also one of the changes of my work is that in a nearby future, the location will move. And that if it's going to be the location they set, then there won't be a giveaway cabinet on the way there anymore. Not that I've been finding things in there. 2 cookbooks today. Not for me, but someone I know likes to cook. And hello to you as well. Now, for privacy reason, I won't mention people by names, which, by the way, is a bit weird if I quote them. So I think I can mention people by name and then their chat handles. Would anyone object to me saying their chat handles? Well, then welcome Phoenicia and welcome Labrat. Nobody cares about those commercials. So if you won't give permission, then I probably won't mention your name. Yeah, it wasn't really smart of me to show quotes online before asking for permission. So thanks for the retroactive permission. So also welcome to you, Natasha. So for the coming time, I still have a little bit of busy time. Wait, I have this knob. Yay, I remembered it. So first day is clean up AnimeCon in the storage and trying to find back lost items and getting stock for back at home. So if I get an order, I can ship it from home and don't have to go to the storage. So that's the big cleanup day. I don't think I'll have time to record an episode, but I still have plenty of stock. I forgot to do these lines. And then Sunday, I do hope to go streaming on Sunday. It is my intention. But I can't guarantee it just yet. I'm still in the mask painting phase, but I made a selection of these I have priority and these don't have priority. Which is my Ctrl Z button again? Right, this one. And then next week we have stream Tuesday. And probably gonna record that first day, but it all depends. It's just what we plan. And then the weekend can stream reasons. And that should be the last big event. I still have the teaching of in the museum in June. So that means less recording time because it's during it's on a Thursday. But that should be the final busy things. And then of course I still have students coming over once in a while. So and of course there are other events, but at least it's not stressful events, or at least not stressful for me. So hopefully that means more streaming time on the Sunday again. Considering I've already almost finished my 3D printing project for this year, I can start working on next year, painting the ones that I already have. And of course, working on book 6. That still needs to be finished somewhere this year. Oh, there's a sneeze coming up. Not yet, not yet. Control S is this button. So I have all the lines except that one straight line. What I like most about the swords that I create is that someone sees them and they're fully in love with it. Of course, that's not always the case. Sometimes people are like, yeah, maybe if I come back and it's still here, then, well, those people usually don't come back. But sometimes you like, yes, this is it. This is the sword I want. This is the sword for me. And then sometimes, about a couple of hours later, they come back and they're like, look, look, here's where I got them. They still have one of the other swords. And those are the biggest compliments you can give me. Bit big head. Oh, a bit big. I mean, very big. Control D is 4. Of course, I need to make the art for book 7. Not next week. And not the week after. Right? Where are we living? Wait, not this week. Not next week, but the week after that. I also have my last week off before, well, pretty much October, November, somewhere like that. So I can catch up with recording, with art, clean up, painting, 3D printing, because I'm creating Castle Morning Snow. And, well, if you read my Blue Sky, I'm not sure if I should offer the houses for sale because they're not perfect. And I really don't want to redo those houses again because the only way to make it better is to actually just print it bigger. And then the houses will no longer, well, be on in scale. So but maybe, who knows, for the future, maybe there will come freebies. I don't know yet. Okay, this is a bit too low and now it looks like her eyes are covered. And I know it's not perfect scale, by the way. So it's my first time making a model and 3D printing the model. And it's probably not something I will do again. Because, you know, there's no need for. And now about this comic. Those who follow the comic know that my love loves to run. And he asked me to accompany him on one of his runs. So me on my bike, him running. And yeah, I met up with a lot of little flies. There was a moment that a windshield of a car has less bugs squashed on them than I had. The plus side of this little macro keyboard is that I now can do the keystrokes both left and right. Okay, this feels weird. I think it's too much. And don't worry about my prints if they fail, because things break. Then in this case, it adds to the rune feel of the building. So nothing gets wasted, or at least I try not to waste anything. Okay, this just looks weird. Right, this was the right. Still need to get used to some of the keys. This is better. And anyway, doing just taking it easy. And I will test print all the houses. That's why I know that some houses, when they're printed too small, then things just break off. Oh, pardon me, that one escaped me. Let's make it a thinner brush. This is a bit too much. Let's give them a bit of different sizes as well. Hey, maybe it's a bit much, but that's for dramatic effect. Yeah, last week I had a ladybug on my clothes as well during cycling. Actually hurt because they hit me quite hard. And I'm just gonna copy from the frame over. Again, that big water hat. Drawing belt guys is quite tricky. Those who say otherwise probably practice a lot more than I did. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Kino? I'm getting a few weird symbols over here, so feel free to let me know how to pronounce your name. Wait, I have this button. Let's use it. Zane. Okay. Well, welcome, Zane. I'm currently drawing a webcomic for my town's digital newspaper. And I'm cheating a bit by copying other art, old art from my words. If I do it like this, and then do this. And yes, that is Dutch, by the way. I am Dutch. I am as Dutch as one can be. Okay, so the flies is a separate layer, would make it easier with coloring. Right, let's see if I remember the combo. 1, 9, 3. I feel smart. And another time 3. And lock it because I always color on the wrong layer. Zoom in. Oh, that's a bit too much zoom. Nederlandige spot. Yep. Oh, that's a bit much. So I hereby assume you are Dutch as well? Wait. How many Dutchies are there right now? Because this stream is going to be posted on YouTube later. I can't respond in Dutch. Maar geen zorgen. Ik kan het echt wel. And like they said, Dutchies find each other always. Yeah. Can agree with that. But anyway, in chat, feel free to speak either English or Dutch. Okay, so we have, including me, 5 Dutchies in watching the stream. And 2 Belgian people. That makes 7. Also, we're at 8. Both on Twitch and on YouTube, by the way. So the Dutchies are mostly on YouTube at the moment. And, other Dutch category, or Dutch speaking category, is on Twitch. So that's why sometimes it's like, hey, did I miss a comment? No, it's probably the other one because I'm on Restream and I can stream on 2 platforms at the same time. So that makes me wonder for the YouTubers. Did any of you go to the AnimeCon? Now it's going to be awkwardly silent. My Twitch channel name. It is kind of in screen, bottom right, but it's the same as on YouTube. My online name is Kitty Ocean, and on pretty much all social media, that's my name. I figured it would do that. This needs some hand coloring. No, you're not blind. You're just very excited. You're so excited to be in my presence that you just overlooked it because I'm so amazing. This is getting cringe, isn't it? I'm very good at making things cringe. I'm sorry to hear you can't go to conventions just yet, but hey, who knows in the future? Is that? Yeah, that's a fine color. Wait, did I just forget to draw a whole hand? I. I forgot to draw a whole hand. Team, what are you doing? You're supposed to let me know that. There we go. Oh, and hello in Twitch now. Yeah, I won't be at Abonai. Let's see. I need to do this. There we go. Abonai is a bit too far away from me. We've done it once, and you either have to. Now I'm doing the wrong layer again. Why do I keep on doing that? I should be paying attention. We pretty much need a hotel, and yeah, that's not feasible then anymore. We did that once for an early anime con in Almelo, and while it was a lot of fun, it's also you spend that much money on a hotel room, and then you need to make that back as well. Oh, that's the wrong layer, or not the wrong layer. But don't worry, I have a friend who's most likely going to attend AnimeCon as a dealer, and they will be taking along my is that one mini print binder, so you can get my art at Abonai as well. We've been doing that for years. They take my stuff, I take their stuff. Oh, Almelo. Now, I'm sorry, I can't do an Almelo accent. My love can, by the way. And just we do really like Herman Vinkers. Het ene stoplicht staat op groen, het andere staat op... Nee, wait. Het ene stoplicht staat op rood, het andere staat op groen. In Almelo valt er altijd wat te doen. By the way, I did use that joke in my comic once, and I did give proper credit. I can't even do an Utrechtse accent or an Amsterdam accent. I'm very boring. I can just do weird voices once in a while. And I know I usually dress my character in blues, but I was wearing orange that time. Ratelapparaat. Ooh. Yeah, we really have a lot of fun with Herman Vinkers. Neemt gij tot uw wettige echtgenoot, struikje in de hand, toefje in de haar. Makes me want to watch one of his conferences again. The reason why I like Herman Vinkers is because he does a lot with word jokes. And I really like word jokes. For example, this is a word joke that can translate to English. I'm selling one type of beach towel with a mermaid on it. And there was one like, I would like it, but do you have any other colors so I can choose? And I was like, no, unfortunately, we plan to do more, but forgive me the pun, we kind of stranded here. So that's my type of humor. So you could say it was a flop. So yeah, I like word jokes. And I know that Shampoo's face is not that dark, but otherwise you can't really see it. It looks like he's a hole in the shirt. So uh, how long does it usually take to make this? Well, I've been streaming for about an hour now. If I don't get distracted with talking to people, usually I'm be done by now. So yeah, that's but usually an hour and a half. And it also depends on if I want to rush. And like I said in the beginning, I'm quite tired, so I'm not that fast at the moment. But yeah, I usually go to Fantasy Fest, and that's in Rijswijk, and I have a coupon most of the time. So it's one of the smaller cosplay events, mostly about fantasy. Anime con if I pass the artist alley lottery, because they have too many people applying. And had a great time at AnimeCon and actually made great sales as well. I know it's not nice to talk about finances, but I'm being honest. Part of me having that much fun comes from actually selling things. I know I don't sell that much most of the time. So if I do, I just feel, it feels better. That's normal. I'm not one big artist or something like that. That's the. Wait. Crap. Um, step forward. Step forward. I had the wrong button. Okay. And I need this one. Okay. D. So yeah, I hope to do some streaming on Sunday, some cross streaming. Also, I should not forget the upload episode 7, so I should do that after this stream because of my audio novel. The English episode 7 should be uploaded Friday, and the Dutch version should be uploaded next Friday. I can schedule those, so that's why I'm saying I have to remember it. Just do it after the stream. Let's see if this effect is going to work. It's a bit too light. There we go. I actually really like this comic. It has been a while since I made one that I really like myself. I'm probably the only one in the world who's laughing about this. And here's that sneeze coming again. I hope I managed to mute in time. Good, then I managed to mute in time if you didn't hear a thing. I should remember that I first need to say what the person on the stream is saying and what I'm responding to. I keep on forgetting that. So, yay, thank you for letting me know you didn't hear a thing because I tend to forget to mute. Okay, now the comic text. I hope people like this title. I have newish newish microphone with a built-in mute button. I had a previous microphone where I thought I could mute it, and then it turned out I didn't mute it. That was embarrassing. And thank you for already mentioning that the text has no typos, but I haven't finished yet. So I need to see if I can keep everything or that I need to change something. What type of comics do I make? Well, not many different. I mostly do this slice of live news paper comic. I once made 3 episodes of a comic. It's about 10 years ago now, maybe longer. And that was more a magical girl high school drama. And I made a 6-page comic for a competition. And sometimes here and there, just a snippet of a comic. So I'm not much of a comic maker, more of an illustrator and an author, and sometimes I combine those two. So, and apparently, you didn't notice it, but it was apparently a 0 instead of an O. But yeah, I've been drawing this comic for about 18 years now. Pretty much, this is the 18th year. Well, I can keep all the text. So thank you for at least one text check. Sending it to the others. And to those new in chat, I always ask the Dutch-speaking character if they Dutch-speaking people if they can check for the text, because I'm only human and I can make mistakes, lots of them. And meanwhile, time to hydrate. Grab your drinks. Take a big sip. And thank you all for the text checks. I have a few people watching off chat. Sometimes don't even have time to watch the stream, so I always send it to multiple people. And then when it's time to print, we sometimes find some typos. Comic 887 is complete. So now the banner. And there's still some time, about half an hour, which is usually the time I spend on art for the audio novel. And for those who are new in chat or late in chat, I have a terminally ill cat that needs medication, but it isn't on the dot, so I can sometimes stay a little bit longer. Hydrate or die straight. I've never heard of that one before, and I like it. Okay, so text for the penny. I'm going to stop the recording because it's the text that's not very interesting to see on the video, the speed stream, because I also record everything for a mute speed stream, because some people are not interested in the fully streams and just want to watch the comic be made. I will zoom in later on, but first I'm gonna tag, and I need a little moment to focus. Zooming in. That's a bit too much zoom. And it's about this text, in case people wonder. And here I'm getting one who really appreciates the Dutch language. And hack is not really something we say in Dutch. So she recommends. And he was like, now people can text check. Yeah, if it's not in screen, yeah. Now you can go text check. Okay, so I've got plenty of text funny and okay. I'm being funny? What the heck is going on? Okay, so this one is done. Yes, save it. And we can start up Clip Studio Paint. Which of the two? And of course, if I want to draw from my audiobook, I do need to know what the episode is about. For episode 14. Well, let's open. And it's going to be May already. And is this going to be the first year where I'm going to be consistent in my text and naming things? Okay, so this is just the base. This is episode 13. And now I'm going to focus on episode 14. And 14, what's going to happen again? Usually I don't need to see much to remember what it is about and hopefully get a little bit of inspiration. All the tiny text has been already recorded. Yeah, I'm not really good at drawing horses just yet. Okay, so pretty much again needing to draw a horse. Why do I keep on doing this to myself? Where is my thingy thing? Do you happen to have lurking opportunities? I'm not sure what you mean with that. But I usually online on Tuesday evenings and sometimes Sunday in the afternoon. Blank slate. Let's get how to draw a horse manga. And there's plenty of people who have videos, but videos just don't work for me. This one worked last time, so let's try it. I'm going to copy the image so you guys know my reference. Now you know my reference, and sketch. I need to start recording again. Well, I'm sorry, I'm very noobish when it comes to streaming. I really don't know the technical side of that thing. So yeah, I'm that old. But feel free to tell me one day about lurking, and I know that what lurking means, but how that can be enabled and whatever. Okay, starting the recording again. It's pretty much and I know practice makes perfect and all that jazz. That eye is way too high. Or at least I think it's way too high. So let's see if I need to make this more narrow. I really suck at drawing horses. So And you all know how it stresses me out to draw horses. Where did my chat go? I think the nose is too. And I don't want to reuse the other artwork of Apple that I made. Let's see. Do I have how to draw a book with horses near? One moment. I don't have anything near. Maybe in that one? I have a gazillion art books and how to draw books. But never the ones I need. What's this? No, nope, 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 nope. This is what I need to work with. Okay, it's actually not that terrible. Like I always say, one day I'll be good at drawing horses, but today is not that day. The eye looks a bit too big now. Do needs a more sketchy feel. My Chinese zodiac is the pig. Maybe that's why I like the yoga from Ranma 1/2 so much. Okay, this is a decent apple. Now we're going for drama number 2. Profile of Blade. Haven't drawn that in ages. This is the easy part. Now we're getting to the tricky part. Side profiles, I always draw the head way too big. And I need my reference for Blade. Do I have a side profile for Blade? Always 3/4. Grumpy Blade is being grumpy. But that's Blade. Have to keep an eye on the time because of Varos the cat. I'm an Aries pig, so does mythological thingies has anything with horned pigs? No, I'm making now the mistake that I always warn my pupils about. And it's about pupils, so... Blade has quite a firm jawline, despite still being young. I hate profiles. It used to be the only finger that I would draw profiles, side profiles. And then I stopped doing it. I went for the 3/4 and haven't been drawing profiles since, or very rarely, and I just hate it. This is why I prefer drawing girls. Oh, his head is enormous. At least his hair is enormous. I know it used to be enormous, so it's not that different from the past. I know his neck is firm, but not that firm. And I know you can't really see much of Blade's muscles in these pictures because he's dressed. Plus, he's not full grown yet, as we call in the series. He's barely an adult. That's pretty much it. His nose looks huge. Just snip a bit off. Well, I guess this will have to do. I don't think this works like this. Can I select all layers? Getting a bit tired and antsy, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, the image does feel imbalanced, so that's nice. Let's first do the easy parts. And yes, this is still practice for that picture book I want to make one day. Because I kind of want the sketchy style. How did I move this one last time? Right, this line. I need this line. Black hair, watercolor. I'm already at the plus. That's the wrong one. Now I need some white. Soft. And now we go for apple, which is quite easy to color, technically, because that's black body and black hair. just a little bit darker. Okay, so that's my basic art, and now I'm going to look for a preset for behind it. Really gotta sort this folder one day. Scanned so much. I have about 2,000 items to put in folders. Because they're so big, it takes ages for it to load. And that's why it defaults usually to the same old. Is this something I can use? Yeah, I could. Technically, it's upside down, so... But that's okay. Right, what I do need to do is what I usually forget to do, but... Yes, first I need to flatten it. Delete you guys. Add you. And then... And then I need something foresty or something like that. Don't think this is gonna be it. Because those are really pictures. And I need more abstracts. A lot of these things are nice patterns for clothes and all. Okay, why are you in this folder? Probably because there's a pattern on top of it. Let's see if this works. Not sure yet, just gonna try it out. Okay, and now something cheerfully, because this is very damp and dark. So I need something more cheerfully on top of it. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep it like this. So ending the recording. So I'm going to save it. First save the Clip Studio and then and unfortunately we still have at least one episode to go before I can draw some girls again. Then I can just pretend that that they're new characters and that's why they deserve spotlight. Don't think you see anything of those flowers I added first. No, you don't really see those flowers anymore. Just in the back barely, but that's okay. Signature. Okay, so this is it for today. A little kitty deserves his medicine. And I'll be seeing you next week. Bye bye.